Hello guys and welcome to episode 25 of Pokemon Horizons. Yeah, last week's episode was amazing. It was a really good setup episode. And I'm expecting this episode to just be crazy with... Well, actually, no. I do think this episode is mostly just gonna be them dealing with Amethyos. And then the episode after is when it's gonna go like super crazy with the other admins and the butler. I hope we actually get to see Amethyos. Man, I hope Amethyos maybe defeats, because I assume we're gonna see Ceruledge versus Charizard in this episode. And I kind of hope Ceruledge actually defeats Charizard now, because they've had so many battles that have been interrupted. And I think I remember in the last battle that we saw, Ceruledge was getting a little bit ahead of Charizard, you know. So I think it would be really good, and to make Amethyos like even scarier, to set up that, you know, he's now a little bit ahead of Freed, at least when it comes to the Charizard versus Ceruledge matchup. And that will motivate Freed to get even better, because like he said when he battled Moltres, he really likes when he's up against someone stronger than him, because it helps motivate him. So I hope that's kind of like the thing I want from this episode when it comes to those characters. I really wonder what's up with Terapagos and Amethyos. Because obviously there's something that Terapagos see in Amethyos. And for me, I think their irises look pretty similar. Amethyos is the only human in this show that have different style irises. And his style is the same as Terapagos. So I really wonder what's up there. Some comments. Or one... let's see. By Duplain. And this is the comments on my episode 24 reaction. Duplain. This was a good setup episode, though I didn't really get what they were talking about. At 12:10... She confirmed your fears that the Pokemon aboard the Brave Asagi are wild Pokemon. Now, I remember reading that like 5 days ago, but I forgot about it until now. Go on, Golduck, try Water Gun, do your best. Yeah, I did not catch that the first time I watched the episode. And I caught that after you said that, like, oh no, you're right. My fear of those just being random Pokemon on the ship. God damn it. I don't like that. I hate that. Because I do think those random Pokemon, that would be those wild random Pokemon on the ship, would be really good for our characters to have. For their, you know, just to get some personalities in their team, you know. Instead of them just having so few Pokemon, you know. Like, for example, Orla, I think her name is. The girl with the big tits. You know, her just having a Metagross. Metagross is cool, but, you know, if she had like the Carkol and Elekid and Slugma and Metagross, I think that's even better, right? And this guy, instead of just having Rockruff and Alcremie, maybe he has a Lowland Muck as well, you know. I like a little bit more in their teams. Like for Freed example, Nosepass would be perfect for him. He's a compass Pokemon, and he's a captain, like, of an airship. It's perfect. I assume it's just a wild Nosepass. So bad. But it isn't like, I say like horrific, but it doesn't really make it so that those episodes back then are like, oh god, these episodes are not trash. But it is something that I go like, oh, come on. But yeah, and I hope Golduck and Rhydon do better. I hope they don't just get knocked out immediately. I hope they are actually a bit of a threat. So yeah, we're 5 minutes in now. Let's start the episode. And I might be a bit like, oh god, because I'm still recovering from a live stream I did on my other channel a couple days ago. I streamed a bit too long. I think it was part 4 of my Let's Go Peerless Pikachu live stream series that I'm doing. Oh, these guys. Nice. That man, Amelia should have waited for us. I mean, I really like that she has a Glalie. That is the Pokemon they chose for her. Alright, so they're gonna be more of like a backup. Oh no, Terapagos looks angry. Oh, okay, it sounds angry. Okay, I completely misunderstood them in that first episode. I thought Terapagos was like maybe like semi-happy to see, or there was some kind of connection. But it seems like it's angry at him. So my assumption of that is that it either is that Amethyos is like the descendant of a person who was going after Lucius. That's my guess. Or Terapagos knows that Amethyos, it's you that was shooting these. Every time I had to use this protect bubble on Liko, it was you. So that could be it. It knows, that Amethyos is the one who was shooting stuff at Liko and him. In like the second episode. It actually isn't the move protect that I'm using. Oh, hello, Arcanine. Water pulse. So it's not just a water gun. It's a water pulse. Even better. Oh, I hid it. I mean, yeah, it's just like I need to pick up the journal. Well, at least you guys know where they went in this so-called secret passage, right? So you can just use Rhydon to drill into the floor. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to follow her. So that wasn't like the smartest on her, because they're like, oh, alright, you left. I mean, yeah, sure, maybe you made it so that they got like maybe like a few minutes ahead, but yeah, they can just do that. So that wasn't the smartest. Oh, Rhydon, come on. Yeah, do a pincer attack. That's good. He's like, and I need to tell you this while standing here. I cannot just jump on you and tell you. Alright, that's good. Will your communication work? Like, destroy the phone. Come on, Amitheos. Your insecurities. Come on. The animation there looked a little bit weird. But I do like his little, wink to them, being like, I got this. Don't worry, kids. Well, yeah. So don't waste it. Manfred, this is why it would be really good if you had a nose pass as well. So when you leave, let's say Pikachu in the ship, well, you maybe have backup for Charizard. Okay. That, I assume that is like a what's it called, a belt of some sort. I wonder if it's her belt or it was like a belt of the ancient adventurer. I hope it's just Diana's belt. But it looked a little ancient-y. He's like, well, I'm buying time. Okay. I assume Freed is gonna win this. Because Amethio seems to be a bit agitated, a bit too agitated, I think. Oh. They're like, oh shit, we activated... Okay, that was a bit of like, you know what? I'm gonna get hit on purpose. Because I want to get that speed boost. Alright. Crossroad kill. That's Fury Cutter, right? So maybe, please, Amethyos, win. I would really love it if Amethyos actually wins, and then this time Freed gets saved by Roy and Liko. That would be cool. Like Roy, Liko, and Diana's Squawkabilly. Is that what they're called? Alright. What is that move? Okay, I don't think it's just... Okay, so it's probably not a specific move, like charge up. It's just focus your energy on, Psycho Cutter. Got it. So I think his Pokemon, he has like Ghost Dive, which is Phantom Force, Bitter Blade, Fury Cutter, and Psycho Cutter. Oh. Amelios, do you have any terrestrialization? I mean, Fury Cutter would be great here. Crossroad, keep using Crossroad Kill. Because it's a bug type, right? Oh. I don't like that. How that turned out. And I don't believe what... I like what Freed said right there. Just to fuck with Amethyos. I don't think he actually mean it in the sense of like... I actually wasn't trying until now. I think it's just something he says to fuck with Amethyos. Which is smart. You need to get into Amethyos' head. Because I think Amethyos' biggest weakness, I think, is his insecurity that he seems to have. Okay. That was a scene we needed to see. You don't have time for this. Keep going, keep going. Those guys... Okay, there we go. It's like, well, we've already defeated your gold duck once, you know. And they seem to have been pretty easy. Please, let us get a real battle between these guys. Fuck off Freed, fuck off Diana. I want to see Liko and Roy actually do this by themselves. Alright. And in this situation, Sprigatito is like really, really good. Because Sprigatito is like super, super effective versus Rhydon and super effective versus Golduck. Oh god. Of course. Poor Dupline. Poor Dupline. Alright, that's way too easy. Well, at least Rhydon is doing... Oh god, Mega Horn. They're like, man, they have like super effective attacks against us. Oh, alright, Salt Cure. She's like, butler guy, we used to be friends. Maybe even more than friends. Alright, I like that she's riding on Windy. Wait, what happened? Oh, okay. The fact that... Alright, so the guy salt curing everything fucked up. Onigori, so that's what they're called. Or that's what Glalie is called. Time to die, Amethyos. Alright. I think the episode is okay, but there are a lot of things where I'm going like, why is this happening? I think I would have liked if we saw these guys arrive at the very end. Like we didn't see anything, like it ended on a cliffhanger of them being like, wait, what's that? So that we could have gotten more fights between, Liko Roy and Sonya and Zerk, I think his name is. Of course. Here comes Captain Pikachu. Alright, well, good teamwork. But it seemed like Captain Pikachu just dealt with Glalie like super easy. Alright, maybe it just got like a sneak attack in. My grandmother will be fine. I don't know. You guys seem to deal with these guys pretty easy. Yeah. Pikachu's voice actress versus Pikachu. And that's also pretty good that when she uses like a area effect move, he can just protect himself with Wide Guard. So that's good. This is not like a very good first look on these guys. And they're obviously doing this because it's the same voice actress between both of them. Like, explosion! Oh, self-destruct, I was right! Alright, yeah, that's good. Kaboom! Alright, I like that, but obviously nothing happened. The longer this episode went on, the less I liked it. It made the explorers look like a joke. Like all of them. So I would say like these guys. I mean, like, god damn it. Like, why did Terapagos act the way it did? Why didn't they make Alola Mola the evolution of Love Disc? Every time I see Love Disc, I'm like, man, why? Why didn't they do that? Did they forget about Love Disc when they made Alola Mola, and that's the reason? Oh. Oh, okay. Well, I guess they just told us all of them. So, the one that I thought was... So, Lapras, okay, I could see that. And I think Duplin also thought it might be Lapras or something else. So, okay, that makes sense. Seeing that is like... that, oh god, what is that called? The alternative evolution for Scyther in like Hisuian. What is it called? Like Hisuian Scizor. It's not called Scizor, it's called something else. And then Entei is one. It's like, okay, that's a bit weird to me. That is Entei. And like a normal Entei and not like the special Entei that I think is coming out soon. Yeah, because I do think they're doing like a special thing for all the legendary dogs, right? So it's weird seeing that's just a normal Entei. So basically I think it's like 3 legendaries, 3 non-legendaries, and then Terrapagos. I mean, fuck, what can I say about this episode? I mean, I liked the self-destruct there at the end. I was thinking it's going to be explosion, but it was self-destruct. Maybe we'll get some lore dump going on. And maybe we can get some training. But then again, do they need training to defeat the explorers? Who knows? It doesn't seem like it anymore. Because now, to me, in my eyes, like, oh, the explorers are like very weak. And I think it's because, they were defeated way too easily. I don't think Charizard should have defeated Cyrilege. I think that was a huge mistake. Because now it's like, oh, okay. Freed is now so far ahead of Amethyos. And not only that, he's in Amethyos' mind with the taunts he's doing. It's really getting to Amethyos. And like, Amethyos' insecurities, right? I think it would have been better if Amethyos actually won here. Like, it's a close match, but Amethyos won. And that would make it so Free will, okay, shit. I need to, like, I can't be as reckless. I need to think about what I'm doing because Amethyos is now ahead of me and it's getting, like, dangerous. But that didn't happen. But then we see Pikachu being able to 1 versus 2 Garganacl and Glalie. So the other 2, and it seems like Pikachu did that very, very easily. So is that the other 2 admins that was supposed to be like his secret weapon? Like, to me, in my eyes now, oh, they're on the level as Amethyos grunts. The Golduck and the Rhydon. Like, worthless. Oh man, what a mistake. Especially since they didn't even get a hit in, Golduck and Rhydon. At least let them hit, Fuecoco and Sprigatito. Like, they got so destroyed. They didn't even do anything. And I think a lot of that is because, well, they wanted to get that over quick because the 2 battles they wanted to focus on was the Amethyos versus Freed and then the Pikachu versus the 2 admins. No. The Pikachu versus the 2 admins should have been next week. And this episode should have just been, Freed, that battle. And then it should have been a tough battle. I do still think that Liko and Roy should win, but it should have been a tough battle versus Golduck and Rhydon. To really show that, these 2 guys, they're not just the Golduck and Rhydon and their trainers are not just worthless. They are like something that if you're not careful and if you don't, and you're not putting like your mind into it and take it seriously, you will lose. So you have to be serious to be able to feed these guys. But no, it's kind of like, who cares? They're like on the level as Jesse and James. Like, god. I was kind of hoping that they were a bit more competent. So I don't know, like the more I'm thinking about this episode, the less I'm liking it. I would probably put this episode like a 4 out of 9. I was thinking like, maybe it's like a 5 or 6 out of 9, but no. The more I think about it, the lower and lower is getting in my mind.